It's a throne.
It's not a throne.
Well,
the captain's...
there's a label.
That's not a label. It's a whole document.
This weird little drawing. It looks kind of like that thing Mortuga kept up on the foredeck.
This is the ship's compass. From here in the control room.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Mr. Grip's already working on fixing it. Good! That's good.
Why so many needles?
The original needle was broken. Mr. Grip said he had a few he could try out as replacements.
This one's the original?
Yeah.
Looks fine to me. Just put it back in.
Nope, wouldn't work. It's malfunctioning. It needs to be replaced. Ocean Rescue Divers Association. Ugh, they'd never let me in. I can barely even swim.
But you live right by the sea.
Pardon me for not swimming in the deep, freezing ocean.
Give us your professional opinion. Laser gun? Shrek ray?
Intergalactic hair dryer.
It's an antenna. A really weird antenna, but yeah. Also, it's damaged. It's starting to rust, and there's sediment in the joints. Seawater can really do a number on electronics. You gotta be careful. Hey, there's a document in there.
It's a piece of paper. I don't know if I'd call it a document.
It's been typed.
Apart from the title, which is drawn by hand.
Oh yeah, it almost looks like a logo for something.
That's one creepy book. Wait, are those initials? M?
You're looking at it upside down.
Am I?
Cynthia, this map's got your surname on it, and the S from your signature.
Oh yeah, Seafoam Harbor.
I mean, nobody ever really called it that, but my mom was the harbor master, so yeah. I locked it in the safe. I didn't think...
What is it?
The night of the murder, when I was in the control room by myself, it was right around the time the ship's compass was freaking out.
You used the underwater imaging system?
I don't know why. I couldn't resist. But then this came out. I wish I hadn't done it. I put it in the safe so I wouldn't have to think about it.
I can understand that.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta compartmentalize. One thing at a time, you know?
That's true.
That's your mom?
Yeah, she was the harbor master.
That's a pretty fancy jacket for a harbor master. Looks more like a naval officer.
Yeah, well, she had a lot of big ideas. She was super ambitious, always making plans. My dad could barely keep up.
That's your dad on the right?
Yeah, stepdad, but yeah.
Are you too close?
Not really. We kind of drifted apart after a while. You know, this article's kind of unfair to Dirk. It barely mentions him.
Probably because it was written before the movie came out, so he wasn't famous yet.
Oh yeah, true.
The movie was a hit, right? So Dirk's famous now?
I guess he must be. He told me he's getting all kinds of offers from other studios.
Lucky him. He must be thrilled.
There it is, in black and white. Signed by me, signed by Mortuga.
Yeah, I can see.
Where'd it come from?
Mortuga wrote it. I think he used a typewriter.
And what? He presented it to you? When?
Well, no, because he died. So. But we've both signed it, so yep, it's binding. Any further questions?
Yeah, how did you...
No? Great, let's move on. Oh, you found the captain's log.
Sure did.
How does it work?
So, at the end of every day, you're supposed to print out one of these little cards with readings from the submarine's movements in the last 24 hours. Then, the captain signs it and writes about anything noteworthy that happened.
So the card on the top, that's from the day Mortuga died?
Yeah, I figured we should have a record of it.
You took over as captain that same night?
What of it?
Nothing, just asking.
So, I noticed you're the captain, but you're not wearing the captain's jacket.
I have my own jacket. This one stays behind glass. It's just the way it's meant to be.
Okay, so what about your jacket?
It's based on the one Mortuga had. See? The epaulets are kind of the same.
Oh, I've been wanting to ask someone about this. How come Mortuga's jacket is like half a jacket?
Apparently, he didn't want to wear anything on his right shoulder. Some kind of pain from an old injury, I think. It's a work in progress, okay?
What are you trying to do, exactly?
I'm trying to get a handle on the exact form of the submarine.
Is that difficult?
Given its messy history, yes it is.
How come there's two different wheels?
The big wooden ones for steering left and right. The smaller ones for diving and surfacing.
Speaking of, what does the S stand for?
Seafoam.
Yeah, figured.
The stamp. That's Governor Fellow, the guy who owned Silkworm on Sea.
I didn't know you could own a town.
Well, he acted like he did. Putting himself on the stamps was the least of it. Mr. Worman's typewriter? It's a mess. The keys are all in the wrong place. I could fix it for him, no problem. Or Mr. Grip could do it, I bet.
I don't think Worman wants anyone to fix it.
Oh, weird.
Cynthia, is this the phone you used to call us?
No, I used one in the town when I went to drop off the case file. I never actually had my own cell phone. Do they all have flashlights like this?
Oh wait, that's a flashlight?
Could be useful. It gets pretty dark down here. What's with that wheel? It looks kind of like a shield. Does he have that in the movie?
He has a wheel in the book, but it mostly stays attached to his ship, apart from one time it breaks off in a big storm.
Hey, it's that bottle I saw Dr. Zephyr carrying around the submarine. Smells kind of like flowers or something. Weird.
What about the thing in the bottle?
I don't really want to know what that is. Oh, Sim's fog ball. What's this weird little antenna thing?
Is that not just part of the design?
No, I don't think so. What does it do?
We're not sure.
My money's on nothing.
Huh. Oh, I know about this one. The silver snake.
What do you know about it?
Well, I know it's a big sea serpent that my mom and her best friend fished out of the ocean.
Your mother found it?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to it? Did she keep it?
For a while. Eventually, some men came and took it away.
Where is it now?
I don't know. I remember this. My mom had a copy framed and put it up on our hallway.
That's her in the photo.
Yeah.
Who's the other woman?
That's her best friend. They were always going on little adventures together. And one time, they came back with a sea serpent.
The silver snake.
Also known as the silkworm serpent.
Why'd they take it out of the ocean anyway?
It was injured. They wanted to look after it until it recovered.
Does it not have eyes?
Nope, no eyes. And its skin was rock hard, but shiny, like a gemstone.
Where'd you keep it? In the shipyard?
Yeah. Mom wanted to take it back into the sea, but she didn't want to leave it. She wanted to go with it. She wanted all of us to go.
To go and live in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what this is?
I don't know. Does it belong to Madame Tadpole?
Oh?
Seems like the kind of thing she might have fished out of the sea.
In the case file, you said the cauldron had never been unlocked before.
And nobody knew how to unlock it, except, presumably, Mortuga himself.
So you think it got opened in the course of the murder?
I see 3 possibilities. 1, the cauldron was opened before the murder. 2, someone opened the cauldron after the murder.
Someone other than Mortuga.
Naturally. And 3, the cauldron was opened during the murder.
Like the murder happening and the cauldron opening are one and the same?
Maybe.
Do you know what the stargazing girl is all about?
No, Sim didn't tell me the details. She didn't want to, for some reason. She seemed to regret the whole thing. Baroness Fortuna.
Who is she?
She's the theater owner who adopted Sim.
Did Sim like living with her? In the theater?
Sim's reluctant to speak ill of her elders, but I get the sense that Fortuna wasn't very nice to her. You know, if this is poison, then surely it's a red herring.
How so?
Mortuga didn't die from poisoning.
Right. So, you think someone put it there as a false lead?
I don't know. It's not a very good false lead. Sun tablets?
Yeah, for when you need sunlight, but you can't get any.
Like if you, I don't know, random example, lived in a submarine.
I'm considering having this taken down. I'm captain, so I'm allowed to do stuff like that.
Why would you want to take it down?
It's just unnerving. It's making some of the crew uncomfortable.
Some of the crew?
There he is, Mortuga's little mascot.
What does he do?
Well, you know, bit of this, bit of that. A big green light shines out of his eyes sometimes.
Yeah, we saw it. It lured us onto the submarine.
That's the idea.
How does it work? Do you activate it from in here?
Nope, it just kind of happens.
Wooden buoy is confirmed to be magical.
So this is what Mr. Worman did after he left town.
Why would he need to leave town to write a book? I feel like you could do that from anywhere.
It was probably more about making connections.
You mean like in publishing?
In anything. Silkworm's a real dead end if you got any kind of aspirations. Aha! I see you found my case file.
Sure did.
How come you knew about Grimoire?
Oh, I read all about the Tangle Tower case in a newspaper.
I didn't know that got any press. Someone must have sold their story.
I gotta ask, did Fiona end up leaving the tower? Or is she still there?
Fifi? Yeah, she and Poppy moved out.
Oh, good for them.
They got a real nice place out in the countryside.
That's so nice. I'm jealous!
Locked. Sim, could we take a closer look at your locket?
I suppose so. Please be careful.
You really think we should open it?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's up to you.
Oh,
It's a pinboard. Nope.
So, there's a drawing of each of the suspects, one of Mortuga, and one of us too. Each one needs to be moved to the right place on the board.
There we go.
Nice! Nothing happened.
What were you expecting?
Normally, when we complete a puzzle, something unlocks and we get a new clue.
Yeah, we've been conditioned to expect it.
If it's a clue you want, take a look on the back of the pinboard.
What's this?
Sim let you see her locket?
Do you know what's inside? Did she ever show you?
No, and I didn't ask. She's allowed to have secrets. Wait, you didn't open it, did you?
Yeah.
Was it okay? There wasn't anything bad in there?
It's fine.
Okay, fine. Good. Night of a full moon. My mom taught me how you can use the moon to work out where you are. Like, if you're sailing on the ocean and you can see the moon, you can work out which way's north, I think.
What if it's too cloudy?
Then you'd use a compass, like a normal person.
It really is fortuitous that Madame Tadpole found her way to the Mortuga submarine. Not only is she unusually well suited to living within the confines of the ocean, but she was also unusually compatible with Magnus Mortuga. As far as I know, the two formed a sincere friendship.
Huh. I wonder if she knows any of his secrets.
She may just. I'm to believe Tadpole had taken it upon herself to discover the source of Mortuga's internal anguish. In her words, she wished to understand him so that she could help him. It was in the course of this endeavor that she began scouring the ship for information. On one occasion, I entered the captain's cabin to speak with Magnus, but instead I discovered Tadpole quite alone, trawling through his bookshelf. I asked her what she was looking for. She said she didn't know. I noticed Mr. Dansom was quite determined to hold conversation with Magnus.
What did Dirk want to talk to Martuga about?
Nothing. It was the act of conversation itself he was after. First-hand experience of Martuga's mannerisms, affectations, and vocabulary. When I inquired as to why Mr. Dansom held fascination for such things, he said simply, research.
So, Dr. Zephyr, I'm guessing you don't have an actual doctorate.
Correct. I walk not the path of formal academic recognition, not for lack of trying, you understand. 8 separate institutions turned me away, asserting that my ideas were, quote, incompatible with our modern world. They forget, of course, that the modern world is a fleeting and ever-changing thing. Indeed, all of history's greatest scientists battled with such short-sighted stubbornness.
So, you want to be one of history's greatest scientists and fundamentally change how we view the world?
Is that so much to ask?
I mean, yeah, it might be.
So then how did you end up studying dreams?
It was the result of acquiring a particular specimen. It opened up new ways to study the subconscious mind.
A specimen? Like what? An animal?
Yeah, I'm picturing like a lizard floating in a jar of formaldehyde.
Something like that.
So, what are you working on now? Here in your dream chamber?
I'm studying subconscious spirit transmissions, analyzing their meaning, their intention.
Do you need to be in a submarine to do that?
Of course not. However, positioning myself here affords me other opportunities.
Like what?
The possibility of studying the most important specimen of all. If her transmission could be analyzed, interpreted, it would be an unparalleled discovery.
Her?
She is all that stirs in the minds of men that they shall never know. The being known only as the Mermaid.
A person?
I've told you all I know.
Then apparently you don't know much at all.
Correct. I have a curious observation about Mr. Werman. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time to perform an analysis, let alone propose a hypothesis.
That's okay. Just tell us anyway.
I observed that he did not seem at all saddened or sorrowed by the death of Magnus Martuga.
You can't know that. Some people don't always show emotion on the surface.
Of course, quite true. However, Mr. Werman did display an emotion. Relief.
Relief?
Gazing upon the crime scene, much of the tension coiled up in Mr. Werman's body visibly dissipated, and thereafter he seemed energized, galvanized.
How did you meet Martuga?
It was on my first visit to Silkworm many years ago. I was merely passing through, so I stayed at the inn where Magnus was working at the time.
So Martuga was just an innkeeper at this point?
Not even. The innkeeper was a woman named Felicia Stonetop. Magnus merely worked under her charge. The two of them split their time between running the inn and running a small sailing ship.
Sounds like quite a nice life.
He joined us about a week or so after we first left port. He caused problems almost immediately.
How come?
Godric made some kind of official request, but Magnus had denied it. Their disagreement was something to do with navigation. For my own sake, I stayed out of it. It is no mark against Cynthia's character. She is a sharp young woman and capable engineer. But I was wholly surprised to learn that she had become captain.
Did she never say she wanted to be captain?
On the contrary, I was aware she'd held such aspirations, initially. But I was under the impression that her campaign had ended in failure.
Meaning?
That Miss Seafoam had made her ambitions known to Magnus, but he had shut them down. It is hypothesized that Miss Moon was embroiled in some form of deal with Magnus Martuga.
What kind of deal?
What would she give him? Money?
His heart beat not for money and things.
What did it beat for?
People. Kinship.
So, Mariana gave him a person?
Maybe information about a person, or how to find a person.
I first learned about Symmetry from a newspaper article detailing her residency at the Fortuna Hall Theater. On the surface, it was merely a review of a magic show, but I felt something behind it, something of great interest. To me, it spoke of someone with a close connection to the ethereal plane. Taking an excursion from the submarine, I attended the performance. Afterward, I requested an audience with Miss Silkmoth herself. And speaking with her for a scant few minutes, I learned two things. First, and most importantly, my instincts had been correct. She was indeed fascinated with the great unanswered questions of metaphysicality. She held a yearning to understand that which could not ordinarily be understood. A woman after my own heart.
What was the other thing? You said you learned two things.
That she was thoroughly unhappy with her lot at Fortuna Hall. The theater owner was a heartless woman who, among other indiscretions, did not compensate Symmetry for her work. But she had no family, nor any other connections. She had nowhere else to go.
So you invited her to come live on the submarine?
To put it simply,
Did she bring all her props and stuff with her?
everything she could carry.
Why? Was she gonna keep working as an illusionist on the submarine?
No, Miss Silkmoth would be working with me here in the Dream Chamber.
I notice she's not here anymore.
Her tenure with me has come to an end. She has moved on to pastures anew. A photograph of a divine moon ritual. The man holds the orb aloft, and the being within is imbued with rays of mystic light, granting eternal moon wisdom.
Eternal moon wisdom, huh?
I have that. I skipped the ritual, though. I was just born with it.
Impressive.
Also, I can shoot moon lasers out of my eyes.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Now this is a talisman, surely.
On the surface, it appears so. However, in this instance, I think the concept has been inverted.
A reverse talisman.
If only it hadn't been torn in two, then I could be sure.
Of what?
The branch of red coral at the base of the map. I'm wondering if that's the treasure you'd find if you traveled to the X marked in the center. The ship's compass. I witnessed Cynthia carrying this from the control room the night Magnus was murdered.
Yeah, I think it broke. She was taking it to get fixed.
Odd, it's never broken before. There must be a connection. An epitaph to human desperation. A totem of yearning for a time long past.
If you say so.
A shrink ray, I assume?
It actually does look like a shrink ray. All right, Grimoire. I'll be the guinea pig. Zap me.
Of course, it could be an enlightenment ray. Perhaps you ought to zap me instead.
No one's getting zapped.
It's an incantation sealed in a glass bottle. Traditionally, you might bury such a thing under the floorboards of your house to protect from black magic.
What about if you threw it into the ocean? Would that do anything?
Likely it would have no effect. The ocean is simply too large to be held to account in this way. It seems I'm not the only curiosity collector on board. This book, if it is indeed a book, has clearly got a story to tell. Somebody's been trying to piece together Silkworm's history by the looks of it.
We noticed Mortuga's on there, but his name's not connected to anyone else.
Did he ever talk about his family? Or where he came from?
He never spoke of his heritage, no. The face from the ether. It must be.
What's that?
Tell me, where did you find this?
It was locked in a safe.
Was it now? Would you mind if I took it off your hands?
It's not ours to give.
No, of course. This seems to be a personal item of Cynthia's. As such, it is not my place to make a comment. This magazine emanates a peculiar energy. Jealousy, frustration, even greed. It rather seems that Cynthia is using the contract as a talisman.
A talisman? Like, as protection?
I did notice she taped it to the back of the chair in the control room, so it's like you can't go in there unless you acknowledge it.
Correct. The contract is a shield behind which Cynthia hides. Magnus was fairly averse to record-keeping.
He can't have been that against it if he bothered to write in the captain's log.
However, standard protocol would be for the captain to keep a record of every single day, whereas Magnus only filed a handful of these log cards in his entire tenure. It's a fine garment, is it not?
Has it been in the control room the whole time?
From the moment I first entered the submarine.
But it doesn't belong to Mortuga.
It does not. You know, Magnus never liked the name Mortuga Submarine.
Surely he was the one who chose that name.
I believe it was something that just happened. He didn't have a willing hand in it. All told, Magnus was rather dismissive of the notion that the submarine should bear his moniker.
But it was his submarine.
He was dismissive of that notion, too.
Has the wheel always looked like that?
Like what?
With one side broken off and replaced with a different material.
It's never been my job to steer the ship, so I've never really taken any notice. That's odd. This doesn't look like Magnus's handwriting at all.
It's not written by Mortuga. It's from a guy named Ibis.
I saw the diagrams pertaining to the location of the Mortuga submarine, and I assume Magnus must have written it, for who else would know such things? The keys on this typewriter, they appear to be a set of arcane runes. Has Mr. Werman been dipping his toe in the black arts? I have no interest in such a device. It is merely the debris of an exoteric society. It holds no energy.
Sure it does. It says right there. Battery 23%.
Why is it still encased in polypropylene?
Makes it more valuable to a collector. Surely you get it. You're a kind of collector, aren't you?
I collect only one-of-a-kind items, and only those with significant provenance.
Technically, this does have significant provenance, since it's owned by Dirk, and he's the actor who plays the character.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll bite. What's a hex bottle?
It is a glass container with a hex inside.
A hex like a magic spell?
I've been forthcoming thus far, unusually so for a man of my nature. However, certain things I shall be keeping to myself, especially if it has no bearing on your investigation.
What if we can prove it's got something to do with the murder, or the crime scene?
Ah, well then you'd have forced my hand, wouldn't you?
Where do you get this from?
It is on loan from Miss Silkmoth.
So it's for some kind of magic trick.
I thought it was a crystal ball, like a fortune teller would use.
Indeed, it is a divining orb of a sort. However, I am not using it to see into the future, for such a pursuit is not but folly and nonsense.
Right, but I'm sure whatever you're using it for is totally rational and sensible.
Do not question the orb.
I'm always telling him that.
How come the goggles are blacked out?
It is a weighted sleeping mask.
To induce REM sleep?
Correct.
What's REM sleep?
That's the kind of sleep where you dream.
Aha. So what's the big funnel on top?
It is an energy filter.
So it filters the dreams as they come out of your head?
The opposite.
It filters the dreams on their way into your head?
Correct.
Oh yeah, dreams are transmissions from another dimension. I forgot.
But what's the point of filtering them? What does it do?
To study the transmission, it is first necessary to change the format of the energy signature.
Oh, like when you change a WAV to an MP3.
This is a syntax with which I am not familiar.
What is this anyway?
It is what it says it is, a quarterly journal of listings and inquiries.
I noticed the prices are listed as ounces, and that's gold, I'm pretty sure.
These numbers are merely a way to ascribe a universal value. Most transactions take the form of a trade, exchanging items of equivalent worth.
Oh wait, so are these things that people have and they want to sell? Or is it stuff people want to buy?
Both.
What about that last one? The mermaid's tongue.
Likely the most contentious item ever to be listed in the journal. Desperately coveted by those who believe, and disdained by those who don't.
Those who believe what?
That such a thing could even exist. This is where I first learned about Miss Silkmoth and her residence at the Fortuna Hall Theater.
This was after you'd started living in the submarine.
Correct.
So Mortuga had the newspaper on board with him.
Only this solitary page. That belonged to Magnus Mortuga, but I suppose it should pass along to Cynthia.
Cynthia doesn't get all of Mortuga's stuff just because she took over as captain, surely?
Of course not. However, I imagine at some point Cynthia may wish to unlock the captain's cabin.
She'd need a glass eyeball to do that?
Naturally. While it holds the pretense of being an eyeball, in truth, it is a key. Before we left port on the submarine's maiden voyage, Magnus asked a favor of me. He wished for me to venture into the Stone Top Inn, collect this cauldron, and bring it on board.
Why couldn't he do it himself? He'd have been strong enough, surely.
I'm not sure exactly. I was already preparing to bring a large amount of heavy equipment on board. I suppose Magnus considered it logical to fold the cauldron into that set.
Was it shut and locked?
Shut, locked, and covered with the sailcloth. Magnus never told me what he kept inside it, if that's what you're asking. It's the cloth that Magnus used to cover the cauldron.
Why would he need to keep it covered?
Either to keep it away from prying eyes, or perhaps he concealed it for his own benefit. As good as they were, it was not Miss Silkmoth's politricks that interested me. Rather, I was interested in the base mindset they were a symptom of. In particular, her ruminations upon the great unknowns of life and death. There are clues to it, right here. Look at the choice of words. Unfathomable, inconceivable. And on the reverse, you need only look at the chosen subject matter for her newest work.
It's a Grim Reaper. Dr. Zephyr, is this yours?
I don't immediately recognize it.
You sure? It really looks like something that'd belong to you.
Of course, I do concede that I have many similar bottles here in my dream chamber, so it's wholly possible that it originated in my collection.
Nice answer. Totally non-committal.
Bottled sunlight. It appears somebody's looking to protect themselves from vampires.
There's no vampire on board, is there?
Of course not.
What about Mortuga?
I'll admit, it was a rumor for a time. I believe this to be a depiction of a being known as the Mermaid. However, I've nothing to compare it with, as it's the only depiction I know of.
It doesn't look much like a mermaid.
It doesn't look much like anything, really. Except for the fact it's got a face. At least, I think that's a face.
Stories alluding to such a being were the reason I traveled to Silkworm in the first place. However, I was disappointed to discover that nobody in town seemed to know what I was talking about. It seems to be a secret held by only a very select few.
How long has this been chained to the foredeck? Do you know?
Since the conception of the submarine, as far as I know. The conception of its current incarnation, I should say. The wider history of the vessel reaches back a good deal further, of course. A bit of light reading,
It's a book about a hex.
So I see. A charming pulp adventure by the looks of it.
Is it the same kind of hex that's in your hex bottle?
Let's see. No, they're quite different. The hex referred to here is merely an abstract form of curse that manifests, for the most part.
Sorry, did you just read the entire book?
Of course not. Just chapters 1 through 5. It seems our collective fate hangs on the outcome of your investigation.
I guess.
This is a good thing. It is high time for a shifting of the tides.
What do you mean?
There are too many souls aboard this ship, many of them seeking things they shall not find.
Tadpole? Oh, she's awesome. Got all kinds of stories. It takes some work to get them out of her, but it's totally worth it. Like, get this. I found out she used to be a rescue diver, but they banned her for being too good.
How can you be too good at that?
I don't know, she'd go too deep, stay under too long, break all the guidelines, you know?
Huh.
I gotta say, no disrespect to Cynthia, but I'm disappointed Tadpole didn't become the new captain.
What, did Tadpole say she wanted to be captain?
No, I just think she'd be really good at it. I mean, she's smart, brave, plus she knows all about the ocean. I mean, come on. Dirk Dansom, 6'2", blonde, athletic, passionate, adaptable, amenable.
Okay, you're hired. Please stop.
And how long have you been an actor?
Oh man, I've been trying to break into it for like forever. But I was getting nowhere until Mr. Vanderpeer said he wanted to hire an unknown for his new project, Hex of the Helmsman. It's kind of a fantasy horror adventure. I play mysterious anti-hero Marcus Mordoon. He's pretty much the main guy.
So you went from getting no work to getting the lead in a big movie.
Crazy, right?
So you're rich and famous now?
Well, I mean, yeah, right? I mean, hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Dr. Z. Oh man, love this guy. Hey, did he show you his curiosity collection?
I don't think so.
Dude has some seriously rad stuff in there. Plus, like, it's all real, you know?
Worth a lot of money, you think?
Oh, totally. The guy's sitting on a gold mine. There was this one thing. It was behind glass, like this spooky mask kind of thing. I wish I could remember what it was called. Anyway, Dr. Z said it was priceless. So, obviously, I asked what that meant, and get this. It means it's worth a lot of money. Worman's my good buddy. Yeah, he's like the cranky older brother I never had.
How did you become friends?
Oh, it was mandated by the film studio.
What?
Well, I played the lead in the movie version of Worman's book, so the studio figured we needed to be friends.
And now he's writing his next book, a sequel.
Yeah, dude, Hex of the Helmsman 2, The Revenge Unleashed. Or whatever, I don't think he actually has a title for it yet, or a story outline, or actually anything. I kind of feel bad for him, honestly. It's a lot of pressure, you know?
Dirk, your work and Worman's work, they're kind of intertwined, aren't they?
How do you mean?
You can't make your next movie until Worman's written his next book.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's true, I guess.
Interesting.
Listen, I heard the dude died because of a curse. Is that true?
No, there's no evidence of a curse.
Oh, still.
Did you get to know Mortuga before he died?
Man, I tried. Dude was not much for conversation. You know, I tried explaining how I'm an actor playing a character that's kind of similar to him. Figured he'd be stoked.
Let me guess. He was not, in fact, stoked.
Actually, I tell a lie. There was one thing Mortuga wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, yeah?
He was super curious about contracts.
Like the legal documents.
Yeah, he wanted to know how they work. Like, how they can be used to make people do stuff or not do stuff.
Weird.
Do you know why Grip's running a shop down in the engine room?
I don't know, he's just doing what he's good at.
Which is what?
You know, fixing compasses and stuff.
It's kind of a niche skill set.
You say that, but I heard he ran a pretty successful business back in the town.
Yeah, we saw it on our way here. It's boarded up now, like everything else.
Dirk, did he ever mention why he closed it down?
From what I gather, it was making him money, but it wasn't making him happy. You know, he wanted to put all those navigation skills to use and actually head out on an adventure. I heard Cynthia's captain now just because of some contract she signed.
What's the problem?
Huh. You can't always trust a contract. No, and I doubt she had it reviewed by an independent third party.
I mean, she seems to want to be captain. I don't think she's being forced into it.
No, it's not always as simple as all that. I mean, Cynthia's still so young. Who's looking out for her best interests?
She's an adult, isn't she?
She's only 18. She should be, I don't know, outside in the sun, picking berries, having picnics, that kind of stuff.
What an idyllic little picture you've painted for us there, Dirk.
I'm serious. Mariana? Huh, man, she's really living out the escapist fantasy. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
That's if you believe what she says. I think she might be making some of it up.
Hey, you know, it's funny you say that. I did notice something the other day.
Oh?
Well, she's supposed to be all like old-timey and stuff, right? But she was really curious about my cell phone.
Curious how?
Well, she was asking what make it was, what model number, you know, like really specific stuff.
Huh. What do you know about Sim?
Well, she left the theater she used to work at to come onto the submarine, you know? Then for a while, she worked with Dr. Zephyr in his lab.
But not anymore.
Nope, she's working on something by herself now, in that room that looks like an old-timey kid's bedroom.
Do you know what it is she's working on?
Not exactly, but Get this. One time I looked into that room and there were 2 of them.
What?
2 symmetry silk moths. Holy moly, look at that.
I know. That werewolf-looking guy is really...
Is that Tadpole with long hair?
Yeah, maybe.
She never told me about that. It's a strong look. Hey, it's Sim's necklace locket thing. Any idea what she keeps in there?
It's not really my business.
Unless you decide it's related to the murder, then you'd be all over it, I bet.
Dang. Called out.
Oh, sweet. Treasure map.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say it's a treasure map.
Dude, there's a big red X. You gotta assume that's a treasure.
Big chest of gold doubloons, you think?
Oh man, that would be awesome. Although thinking about it, do you think anywhere still takes doubloons? Grip must have really steady hands working with all those small parts, huh? I could never. Hey, wow. Did Tadpole give you that?
No, we found it in the bilge. Do you think it belongs to her?
It would make sense. Although the woman in the photo looks a little different.
No, it's gotta be hers. You're right about the photo, though. Her hair is brown here.
I guess she dyes it green nowadays.
So what? It's a free country.
Oh.
You know what this is, Dirk?
Laser gun?
A laser gun.
Well, whatever it is, I think it's broken.
Wait, really? I mean, oh, what a shame. That's my bottle.
What? It really?
Well, yeah, that's one of my non-alcoholic beers. Of course, someone's waxed up the top and put a whole bunch of green stuff on the bottom. What's that?
It belongs to Madame Tadpole, but it's locked.
Oh, a combination lock. Let me try. Yep, got it.
How did you know the code?
Easy. It was her birthday.
Huh.
Oh. It's a map of Silkworm? I don't know much about the town. You'd be better off asking someone else. I don't know what that is. It's making me nervous though. Can we talk about something else? Is that Cynthia's mom?
Yeah, I think so.
That jacket is something else. It could do with a bit of aging though.
What do you mean?
Well, it's pristine, but stuff like that doesn't look so hot when it's brand new. On our movie, we had a guy who roughed up all the outfits, made them look lived in, you know?
So this photo is the first time Cynthia's mom wore that jacket?
Looking good, Julie.
I assume this is yours, Dirk.
Yeah, I let the kids borrow it since there weren't a lot of other magazines on board.
I noticed on the back there's an advert for your movie.
Yep, that's me on the left, all dolled up as Marcus Mordoom, the titular helmsman.
Right, you're the title character, but there's only one name at the top.
Oh, you noticed. Julie was already a big name, so, she got her name on the poster.
Seems unfair.
Oh, well, I'm sure when they make the sequel, Dirk's name will be front and center.
Right.
Now, you're featured in the interview, though. Right at the end.
And they spelled your name wrong.
Are we done looking at the magazine? Whoa, wait, this is the contract Cynthia signed to become captain?
Seems that way. What's the problem?
No, I don't like this at all. She shouldn't have signed it.
Why not? You think she misread it?
No, it's not that.
Or what? Mortuga forced her to sign it? I don't really see the problem. Cynthia wanted to be captain, and now she's captain.
I guess. Huh, that's kind of weird.
What?
He doesn't have a signature, Mortuga. Yeah, he writes his name differently every time.
Yeah. I wonder if it's on purpose.
Maybe he just never bothered to decide on one.
Right. It doesn't seem like he was a paperwork kind of guy.
Yeah, guess not. Oh yeah, I've seen that in the control room. I thought maybe Cynthia was gonna wear it, like after she became captain.
And I think it might be too big for her.
I'm glad Cynthia took my advice.
What advice?
She was looking super tense, so I told her to pick up a hobby. Arts and crafts is a good choice. I got to steer a big wheel like this in my movie. Mine didn't have that red metal bit though. Also, mine was up on the aft deck, not, indoors in a control room. Oh, hey, you found Worman's letter.
Have you read it?
No. Generally speaking, you do not read another dude's fan mail.
What makes you think it's fan mail?
Worman read that thing 100 times over on the journey down here. I just figured it must be something nice, Wormo's typewriter. He lugged it all the way here. I tried to tell him about modern alternatives, but he wouldn't hear it.
Why do you think he insists on using it?
Other than the fact that he's a big old poser? Probably because it used to belong to his dad.
This is yours, Dirk?
We literally found it in the pocket of your tuxedo.
How'd you know for sure it's my tuxedo?
Dirk, show me one other living soul on this submarine that could even conceivably own a tuxedo.
I am officially living the dream. How many people can say they're an action figure?
I'll admit it. I'm jealous.
You carry this thing around everywhere you go, Dirk.
Of course, but I'm super duper careful to keep it in mint condition.
Mint condition? I really wouldn't say.
Yeah, they told me if I leave it in the box, it'll be worth way more in the future.
Yeah, do you have the whole set? Looks like there are 2 other figures in the series.
Oh no, they only gave me this one. My co-star Julie has the other 2. Hey, so remind me what a hex is again?
Didn't you just make a movie called Hex of the Helmsman?
Right, but look, I'm bad with learning what the made-up words mean.
It's not a made-up word. A hex is a magic spell, kinda like a curse.
Or it can mean 6, as in hexagon.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I was hoping that would clear up what a hex bottle was, but no dice. Is that a crystal ball?
Yeah, I think it's made of glass.
Right, but a crystal ball in the sense that it's a magic ball you look into and you see your future or whatever?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Why don't you look into it? You'll see yourself solving the murder, and then you'll know who did it.
It's genius.
Dr. Z told me this is a dream helmet.
Have you tried it out?
Nope, I don't dream.
What? Yes, you do.
No time, bro. Gotta optimize that sleep cycle, If you're dreaming, you're not resting.
You're insane.
A little bit. Where does Zephyr find this stuff? I'm pretty sure they don't sell this magazine at my local newsstand. Maybe on mail order.
I think it's more of a black market thing.
Huh. Some of the listings in here, the prices are in ounces, and there's a symbol.
It's the alchemical symbol for gold.
For real? Man, is Zephyr secretly super rich? Hey, the guy who wrote this review has the same name as
As who?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say. Someone lose an eye?
It's not real.
Oh. It's got a weird smell.
So?
So maybe try asking Mariana about it. She's got a wicked sense of smell, like a dog. I'm serious. Man, Mortuga really was an odd duck, wasn't he? Who owns something like this? What's it even for?
It used to be locked, so I think he kept something inside it.
Oh, what? And it got stolen? The thing? Whatever it was?
Maybe, yeah.
Whoa, I wonder where it is now.
Hard to say, since we don't know what we're looking for. But somewhere on the submarine, I guess.
Not necessarily. Someone could have thrown it into the ocean.
Oh, great.
What's the deal with those holes along the sides?
They're from when it was a sail.
Why would a submarine need a sail? Huh. Who's that little Grim Reaper guy in the drawing?
I'm not sure. You recognize it?
It does seem kind of familiar for some reason. Someone dropped their perfume? Bummer, that stuff can get expensive. Oh, you found my tablets.
What are they?
Vitamin D, all 3 types.
That's the one you get from sunlight.
Yeah, I gotta take it while I'm down here, since I'm not getting natural light, you know?
How come you left them in the mess hall?
I figured the others might benefit from them. Not sure I had any takers, though. Her. Deliberately vague title. Love it. I've seen this chained up on the foredeck. It's kind of intimidating, huh?
It's a boy.
For real? Huh. It has long hair, so I always figured it was a girl. Whoa, this is a first edition. Yeah, whose is this?
It's mine.
You gonna get Wormo to sign it?
No, I hadn't planned on it.
He'd do it if you asked. I bet he'd even do a little doodle on the inside cover.
Okay, maybe I do want that.
I assume you've read it, Dirk?
Of course, dude. First thing I did when I landed the part in the movie.
What did you think?
Loved it. I never thought about the sea so much in my whole life. It's almost like the ocean in the book. It represents something bigger, you know? So, Cynthia hired you to solve the murder, huh?
Pretty much.
How much do you charge? Is it like a day rate or what?
Oh, it depends.
Just ballpark it. How much did you make from the last case you solved?
Good question. Grimoire, how much did we make from the Tangle Tower case?
Well, extenuating circumstances, being what they were.
You never secured the payment, huh?
Madam Tadpole, simultaneously the most laid-back and most terrifying individual I've ever met.
Terrifying?
You don't feel it? To me, she gives off this indisputable, I will destroy you if I see fit to do so kind of energy.
Maybe if you get on her bad side.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. She'd crush me like a twig.
She does look pretty tough.
Who would you say is stronger, Madame Tadpole or Dirk Danson?
Dirk's in good shape, but a lot of it's just for show. He's just gotta look good for camera. Meanwhile, swimming works out every muscle group. Did you know that? I didn't. Every muscle group.
I don't think Tadpole's about to fight anyone. She's so chilled out.
For now. I worry about what'll happen if you two name a culprit.
You think she might, retaliate?
If she does, I'm not gonna be the one to stand in her way. I see you met Dirk.
How do you know him?
He's the actor they found who played the lead in the adaptation of my book.
Did you not get a say in that?
Oh no, that's several notches above my pay grade. It's all decided by the executives over at Wit and Whimsy. Sure, they keep me around as consultant, but I found that to be a pretty hollow title.
Do you think he's a good actor, at least?
Dirk? He was a good fit for the kind of film they ended up making. How's that?
So, how come you two traveled to the submarine together?
I traveled to the submarine. Dirk's just taken to following me around, for some reason.
Maybe he just wants to be your friend.
He's got plenty of friends back home. I don't understand what his deal is, but I already have a headache, so I'm just not gonna worry about it.
What did he say he was? A dream doctor?
Great. Good for him.
He's researching spirit energy, I think.
Lovely. More power to him.
And he was the first person to join Mortuga's submarine, because they knew each other from before.
Wonderful. Wait, really? Huh. Zephyr's not from Silkworm, though, is he?
I don't think so.
Interesting. Well, thanks a lot. Now I have yet another thing to think about.
Have fun. So what made you want to become a writer?
That's all I've ever done. I was given a job writing for a newspaper when I was pretty young.
Given a job?
Yeah, friends in high places, you know.
Like who?
My father was the mayor.
Ah, that'll do it.
Did you enjoy writing for the newspaper?
Sometimes. Other times it was painfully dull. I've got a tendency to lean towards hyperbole, and the everyday goings-on in Silkworm weren't always enough to satiate me. For every rumor of a cursed man disappearing into the ocean, you'd have 10 elderly couple file complaint over garbage collection.
Rumor of a cursed man? Wait, you wrote an article about Mortuga?
Oh no, I quit before that. I left town and went off to the city to be an author.
And the result? Hex of the Helmsman.
50 national bestseller lists. As we speak, it's being translated into 5, 6, 7, 8 more languages.
Must be nice. Your first book, and it's a big hit.
I'm not complaining.
I can see why you'd be writing a sequel.
I really don't have a choice, do I? This is how things go. If you get a success, you have to keep it going. Cuts quite a figure, doesn't he? Like something from myth. He was real, of course. Flesh and blood.
I imagine you must have been curious to meet him.
As anyone would be.
Did you get to know him at all?
It's funny. Going in, I heard he was, the strong and silent type. But I didn't find that to be the case.
So he was friendly with you?
In his own way. The day I first arrived, he invited me into his cabin, just to talk, apparently.
What did you talk about?
He asked me about my home life, my family, my father.
Not to be rude, but why would Mortuga care about any of that?
To this day, I'm not quite sure. I think maybe he was after some kind of information about the outside world, and thought I might be a good source. You met Godric. What did you think? Personally, I like him.
I found him a little irritating, the way he kept waving that cane around.
He gave you the old welcome to Mr. Grip's Emporium treatment, eh? That's just what he's like at first. He'll settle down.
Why does he do it?
So, I have 2 theories on this. One, he's an introvert who falls back on his rehearsed persona when he gets nervous.
Like when meeting someone for the first time.
Right, exactly.
What's your other theory?
He assumes people will find the real him boring, not worth knowing.
I don't think your 2 theories are mutually exclusive. They might both be right.
So what is the real Grip like, once you get to know him?
I don't know. He's kind of like one of those savants, kind of odd, but seriously gifted. In his case with cartography, I guess, navigation. Cynthia. Quite honestly, I give her about a week.
A week until what?
Until she cracks, packs it in. The pressure's already getting to her. I know the signs, believe me.
You think Cynthia's gonna quit being captain?
It's only a matter of time. And you know what? Good. She deserves her freedom. She's still young. No need to take on a burden like that. Nobody's even paying her, for goodness sake.
But then who'll be the captain of the submarine?
Nobody! Let it float loose like a piece of driftwood, that's what I say. It's not like we were going anywhere anyway, even when Mortuga was in charge.
Maybe Cynthia does want to take the submarine somewhere.
If she does, she's never mentioned it. Seemed to me that she wanted to be captain just to be captain, Moon's your lead suspect, I presume.
No. Why would she be?
Oh, the timeline. She shows up, and bang, Mortuga murdered.
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
I'm just saying, nobody even knows why she's here.
I'm not sure we know why you're here.
I already told you, didn't I? Genuinely, I can't remember. Sim tells me she's halfway through reading Helmsman.
Is she enjoying it?
No idea. She was just asking what research I'd done into hexes and curses, and was rather disappointed when I told her I just made it up.
I guess Sim's into that kind of stuff.
I thought she was supposed to be an illusionist.
Oh yeah, she was asking about that too.
What do you mean?
She wanted to know what I liked about her old magic show, the one she had in the theater.
You saw her old show.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And from what I gather, she's been developing a new act and wanted some feedback, to get some direction. I know what it's like to make a follow-up to something people liked. It can be daunting. What's this? A little painting?
It's a photo.
A photo of a mermaid floating in a crystalline orb, held aloft by a muscular demon werewolf.
Yeah?
If you say so. Symmetry's locket. A mystical heirloom from her tragically departed mother, no doubt.
Did she tell you that?
Oh no, complete guess. But that's just how these things go, isn't it? A treasure map. I was looking for something like this.
Why?
So I was really banking on Mortuga having some kind of exciting secret mission. Something that justified the whole submarine thing, you know?
But he didn't?
No. In fact, he was weirdly aimless. Like he didn't even want to be here. I feel like this sometimes.
What do you mean?
Cogs falling out, too many needles, all pointing in different directions.
Oh. Well, maybe you're just partway through being fixed. Sometimes you gotta make a mess in order to tidy up, you know?
You know what? That's rather eloquent. Bravo.
Grimhor, did you hear? I said something eloquent.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
Huh. Weird.
Have you seen this before?
Nope, never. And yet I feel like I recognize the handwriting. That belongs to Dirk, I think.
We found it in the bilge, floating in the water.
Well, that explains the smell.
What is it?
I assumed it was a movie prop. You know, a sci-fi thing.
Has Dirk ever done a movie like that?
Not to my knowledge.
But then, why...
No idea. You'd better ask him, hadn't you? What?
Do you know what this is?
Well, it's a bottle, isn't it? Where did you find it?
Madame Tadpole's room. She likes to collect stuff she finds in the ocean.
Does she now? What fun, what fun.
Mr. Warman, do you know what this bottle is?
No. No idea.
Oof.
What's that? A book?
I think so.
Let's see. Nope, not a book.
Why not?
Listen. Books don't rattle. Okay, let's see. The symbol on the top left, next to Governor's Manor, that's the fellow emblem. Oh, you knew that already?
Kinda, but keep going.
Oh, that's my father's emblem on the top right, the one next to Town Hall. D for Dusk. Mayor Dusk.
Your dad was the mayor and you grew up in the town hall? Must have been nice.
Yeah, sure.
Hang on. Your dad is listed on the back here, on the family tree. And there's a line between him and Felicia Stonetop, see?
It's a stretch to call this a family tree. More like a tree of speculative conjecture. Look, buddy, I got enough going on, all right? I don't think I have the capacity to worry about this. That man on the right, that's Don Drummond, the shipyard mechanic.
You know him?
I interviewed him once, working on a piece for the newspaper. Or I tried to. He was a tough nut to crack.
He looks kinda grouchy.
Well, he was a lighthouse keeper. Comes with the territory, I guess.
So, these are the two main characters in the movie?
The helmsman, Marcus Mordoom, and his captain, Belicia Bonetop.
Ostensibly, yes.
You're not happy with how they look? Compared to your book?
They made Marcus too handsome and too bulky. Sure, he'd have muscle, but at the same time, he's supposed to be wiry, fibrous, like an old piece of rope. Meanwhile, Belicia's supposed to be more ethereal, like she might evaporate if you try to reach out and touch her.
Oh, well, you can't have everything.
And for some reason, they gave them both necklaces when it's Belicia's necklace that the story hinges on. If your story hinges on a specific necklace, then make it the only necklace in the story. This is basic stuff, people!
So, I noticed Mortuga's contract has been typed.
Yeah, he clearly used my typewriter to make it.
Did you give him permission?
No,
So, how did he know how to use it?
it's a typewriter. Mortuga might have been, you know, outdoorsy, but he wasn't an idiot. The machine that spits these out must be broken. I'm sure Cynthia's intending to fix it, although she might.
Why do you say it's broken?
On the latest card, the readings toward the end are all messed up. Looks like a misaligned printer head. Bane of my existence, those things. It's gaudy, sure, but when I first saw it, I thought, ah, good! Mortuga will be a man of melodrama and romance. Just what I'm looking for. But nope, he never wore it, never even looked at it. We used to keep records like this in the town hall. The blue parts from an original blueprint of a submarine, and the yellowish parts are from a technical drawing of a ship. Still a blueprint of sorts, but a bit older.
Where did Cynthia get them from?
I don't know. Maybe she took them from Mortuga's desk. I noticed the wheel is thematically consistent with the submarine at large.
How so?
Well, it's, cobbled together from other component parts. You know, parts that were, by themselves, broken or otherwise disused.
Huh.
It's mine, as you are well aware, seeing as how you just fished it out of the back of my typewriter. That's right, I was watching. I don't disappear when you stop talking to me, you know.
The envelope's addressed to you, but it says, Dear James at the top of the letter.
Congratulations! You've sussed out what the J in my name stands for. If that's the height of your investigative prowess, we're all in trouble.
It's signed by someone named T.W. Ibis.
Another astute observation. You know, of all the detectives I've met, you two really are the most recent.
Grimoire, he's being mean to us.
I noticed. How come the keys are all messed up on your typewriter?
It's old, sometimes they fall off. I guess I don't always put them back in the right place.
And, what have you typed on that page?
I'm taking another swing at a story outline for my next book.
I can't make it out. It's some kind of weird grid.
Cross-writing. Look it up. People used to do it all the time.
What about these brass panels on the back?
This one's my father's emblem, Mayor Dusk. That's why it looks like a D. And this is the governor's emblem, Governor Fellow. So that one's an F. Oh, I can't stand these things. A procrastinator's worst nightmare. It's why I use the old typewriter. No distractions.
Does Dirk spend a lot of time on his cell phone?
Not in here. He goes up on deck to do it.
Why?
Who knows? It's not my business.
I noticed on the back of the box it says, Series 2 coming soon. Look out for Hex of the Helmsman 2, only in theaters. Kinda presumptuous, isn't it? Considering you haven't even written the book yet.
Thank you. That's what I said. I raised a fuss about it at the time. My objections fell on deaf ears, as usual.
Why are they so keen to make a second movie, anyway?
What else? Money. Yes? Something you wanted to ask?
Zephyr called this a hex bottle.
We thought you might know what it is, since, you know.
I wrote a book called Hex of the Helmsman.
Well, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I've got nothing. Done. Next. What's this dime store trinket?
It's called a fog ball.
Is it now?
And was in Zephyr's lab. And could be a priceless curiosity.
Oh, yeah? A priceless curiosity that takes AA batteries. Dr. Zephyr's got quite the imagination, doesn't he? Fascinating piece of ephemera, this.
Do you recognize any of the objects?
Yeah, the golden hand. I've seen it, and so have you.
What? Where?
It's attached to Dr. Zephyr's left wrist.
Zephyr's prosthetic hand is solid gold?
Not quite. Says here it's made of an unknown material 90% similar to gold. Now, it also says it's able to touch ghosts, so best take it with a grain of salt. Now this is a throwback. I cut my teeth writing local interest stories like this.
You wrote this? The review of Sim's old magic show?
I did.
But it says Theater Review by James Dusk. Oh, wait.
And she finally works out what the JD stands for in JD Werman.
Sorry, your name is James Dusk? And you changed it?
What's this? World's smallest piggy bank?
What? It's not a piggy bank. Is it?
Well, it's got a slot and there's something in there. I thought maybe it was a penny. It's a strong image. The ancient cauldron opened for the very first time.
It can't be the very first time. Someone must have opened it before.
Semantics.
So, what do you think was inside?
Does it matter?
I'm pretty sure it does. It might explain how or why Mortuga died.
True. The murder weapon, maybe?
Like a knife?
Sure, why not? It would explain the scratches on the inside, after all.
I guess.
The Stargazing Girl. Sounds like a good title for something.
Like a book? Or a film?
A one-woman play, surely. Great pull quotes. That's some strong marketing for a small-town theater.
Did you ever see the show?
Yeah, I did, as part of my old newspaper job.
Why is it called Lady of the Looking Glass?
The central trick was Symmetry talking to herself in a mirror, only sometimes the reflection didn't move with her.
How did she do it?
My guess is the mirror can switch between being reflective and being see-through glass. You know, looking through to a second Symmetry on the other side.
An identical twin, maybe?
Probably just a very good dummy. Picture of a moon. Tried asking Mariana Moon?
Wow, never would have thought of that.
Occam's razor, my dear.
Who? I don't think we've met him yet.
How I wish I'd remembered to bring painkillers.
Are any of these painkillers?
Unfortunately, no. They're just supplements. And nice, harmless, organic ones, too. They wouldn't even take the edge off a headache.
Have you ever seen this painting before? Before the submarine, I mean.
Yeah, it used to hang in the Stone Top Inn. For a little while, at least.
Really? Seems like it would scare away all the customers.
Nah, old sailor types love stuff like this. It's a conversation piece, isn't it? I tried asking Mortuga what this was.
No luck?
He just said it was something he picked up on his travels.
Picked up where? Floating somewhere in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah. I assume so.
Hmm.
So, you've read it, Sally, but Grimoire hasn't?
Nope. What's it about?
I'd really rather not reduce it to a single sentence.
It's about a guy named Marcus Mordoom looking for something called the Devil of the Deep.
And does he find it?
I just think it'd be better if you took the time.
Yeah, kind of. It gets a little abstract towards the end.
So what? It's just Marcus Mordoom on a ship, and that's it?
We're talking about several themes carefully laid on top of each other.
It's also a love story. Marcus is in love with a woman named Belicia. She's his captain.
I don't see her on the cover.
Really, all the nuance is lost if we just...
No, she's there. Kinda. Like I said, it gets abstract.
I'll take your word for it.
If you'd like to read it, I have a spare copy you can...
Nah, that's okay. No time.
Let's have a look. Murder victim locked himself in a room, body discovered, no weapon found, cauldron open for the first time. Yeah, nice. Just enough information to hook you without giving too much away. Cynthia knows what she's doing.
Is this your card?
No.
Aw. We already solved it.
Likened to the orchard oak, sturdy, stout, and towering tall, but bears she a quietsome grace, like a windless night on sail-still sea. I ponder, could some such thing be mine to know?
I don't see why not.
Maybe I should cut my hair short and dye it green. Maybe that'll do it.
What's that?
Madam Tadpole, number 5, The Still Waters. Madam Tadpole, number 5. The Still Waters.
Hiding a dangerous secret.
An actor or a mage in guise who sways men's souls with artful feigned truth.
You, think Dirk might be swaying our souls?
Fret not, as dwell he in this deep sea womb, his strength's divorced from skyward source.
Skyward source?
The sun, I'm guessing. How do you know he likes the sun so much?
Alone he's oft espied, atop our ship, and stood enrobed in warmer light.
Dirk goes up on deck a lot, huh?
And by himself, I wonder.
Dirk Dansome, number 8. The Shiny Penny.
A fresh start.
His life's long hope to pierce the veil and breach those blackest bounds. Solitary once, no more, for help is found in frightened form of fair and freckled face.
She means herself.
I'm following.
A time bespent in chamber dream and chained to lofty quest. Then lo, a shock! Dismissed, bespurned, rejected, my lonesome purpose lost.
Why'd he do that?
Zacharias Zephyr, number 3. The Entangled Dream.
Losing your way?
An actor or a mage in guise who sways men's souls with artful feigned truth.
You, think Dirk might be swaying our souls?
Fret not, as dwell he in this deep sea womb, his strength's divorced from skyward source.
Skyward source?
The sun, I'm guessing. How do you know he likes the sun so much?
Alone he's oft espied, atop our ship, and stood enrobed in warmer light.
Dirk goes up on deck a lot, huh?
And by himself, I wonder.
Dirk Dansome, number 8. The Shiny Penny.
A fresh start.
He'd dreamt our ship some boisterous boat, where tensions flowed and tempers boil. Alas, upon inspection showed, our home fell plenty short. Still he yearned for storm to swell, for keel to list, for sail to sway.
He was waiting for something to happen.
Something did happen. The captain was murdered.
And crime dark scene, but consequently came the freshest focus for his ever ponderous gaze. James Werman, number 7. The Empty Inkwell. James Werman, number 7. The Empty Inkwell.
Apathy?
Like jagged face of coastal cliff, cut coarse by storms and swells of life long spent. Sleep a scant solace, bedeviled by a dream dug deep in folds of ever-furrowed brow. His broad form stood, once ox-strong and stout, now more malediction than man. Doomed to dwell down in the dark, the once light of a life once lived, now too luminous to look upon. Magnus Mortuga, number 1. The Turning Wheel.
A change of fate?
Despite all his whims and wayward ways, his heart beats hopeful, kind, and keen.
His whims, like how he talks to a wooden stick.
When first we met, when first I came, he had not yet his cane beclaimed.
So, where'd he get it from? The cane.
Wrought it he by his own hand, composed of cast-off scrap and scrounge.
Really?
Did Grip live down in the engine room, even back then?
Verily, he seeks it out, that engine's heart, for clank and clamour calm his core.
He likes how noisy it is. What's wrong with him?
Godric Grip, number 2, the Broken Compass.
Feeling lost or trapped?
Fair Cynthia, O truest friend, my steadfast fealties won.
You're both from Silkworm, and you're the same age. Do you know her from before?
Though kindred bred neath sullen skies, now we met out with this sunken silver shell.
You really never ran into each other in the town?
She is bloomed from deepest silken soil, whilst I, mere wandering weed by a wild wind blown.
Ah, of course.
You make a friend, and then she ends up as the new captain. Must have been, a nice, unexpected bonus.
'Twas no sudden thing, full well she plotted thus her course of fate, to helm this vessel next by rightful claim, for she in law and title holds its name.
Is that so?
Cynthia Seafoam, number 6, the Leaden Crown.
A heavy burden?
Still estranged, this moon and I, but she and me befind ourselves in newfound kinship joined.
What kind of kinship would that be?
The kinship of wearing a big yellow locket around your neck. We may need to workshop the name.
Mariana's moon necklace? That's a locket?
Must be. I've seen her open it up and peer concernedly at its internals.
Huh.
Mariana Moon, number 9, the half-hidden moon.
Reclusiveness? You look kind of pale. Are you getting enough to eat?
Alas, by flesh and frame and bone and blood I set but little store.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what do you set store by?
Oh, like, what are my interests?
Yeah.
Enwrapped, enthralled, of cloth-in dolls, of effigies, of twins,
Okay, sure.
of glass and gleam, of mirrored eyes, of phantoms falsely cast.
Fine. Mirrors, okay.
Oh! Of what, if aught, doth lay beyond this fleeting form of flesh?
Huh.
Symmetry Silk Moth, number 4, the unblinking eye.
Resolve?
A werewolf? Or some hellborn fiend?
Yeah, I think it's just a guy.
But his eyes, they burn of wicked flame.
Well, it's either wicked flame or it's just red eye from using a flash in low light.
I wonder if Grip would let us take a closer look at that cane of his.
Can't hurt to ask.